EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Martin here with your outlook for February 5th, 2021. We're going to have a little bit of light snow this morning and rain showers further south, and that's going to be ahead of a cold front that's going to move through this afternoon. So we are going to turn milder after this after the precipitation leaves, and we're going to have temperatures get up into the lower 40s in some locations, and we'll turn partly cloudy after the precipitation exits fairly abruptly. And it's going to be very, very early this morning when it does so, I think. Then it'll move out rather quickly. We have a band that's going to come through, a band of snow that'll be about 2 to 3 hours long, and will give a little bit of snow to some locations across the region today. And I'll show you that band here on the NAM 3-kilometer high-res future simulated radar. This is looking at where the snow is. The rain-snow line here for this is going to be kind of like this, and it's going to curve up like this in this direction. So everything up there is going to remain, or up here is going to remain snow. Along that line and south of there is kind of a rain-snow mix, or just a very narrow corridor. And then even so, it would be just like south of here. This would be a rain-snow mix area. And further south from that point here is all rain showers, we think, for this particular system. So it's a very quick-moving band of snow that will come through and bring some minor accumulations across parts of the region today. And we do have a snow map for this, because we do this for any organized system that comes through our region and that's producing accumulating snow. And this is looking at the 1 to 2 inch area up here. There's actually a band coming through that went through overnight up in these areas, so they got a 1-2 punch here with this. And the same band is going to affect the rest of the region early in the morning. And this is the area B here is around an inch of snow from that second band. They'll miss out on the first one, but the second one will give you a quick inch here. And the borderline areas further southeast are the coating to 1 inch areas for snow. So not a lot of snow that we're talking about here overall. And this is looking at 6 a.m. on the simulated radar. So as I move this forward, you can see this is moving across eastern Pennsylvania. You can see the rain-snow battle zone here is across places like Chester, Bucks, Montgomery counties in Pennsylvania. And then as we get into New Jersey, it's the snow is pretty much confined to Hunterdon, Somerset, Morris, Sussex, Warren. So these are the areas that are getting into some that snow, and then a rain snow mix further east here along this line. So I don't think you get too much here in places like Newark and New York City. You probably just have some late raindrops coming through there, and that's it. And then that's out of here by about mid-morning at the latest here, it looks like. So it's a fairly quick-moving wave, and is ahead of the cold front, which is still sitting back here in west central Pennsylvania here at this point, and that will be moving through during the afternoon hours today. So that's that system, and we go back to the global models and take a look at the next one, which is Sunday. Now, this has made a comeback today, and the reason it's done so is because, we pretty much, we didn't take it off the board entirely, and I even said in the video yesterday, we're going to continue to watch this, because this can still monitor trends just in case this moves back here, and so it's not impossible. There's never a certainty when it comes to weather, and the reason I was saying that yesterday, even though we took it out of our local forecasts, and we put low chance of this occurring, of these shifts occurring, was because the energy in the northern stream that's going to be responsible for digging this trough, and it's going to allow the system to come up the coast here a little bit further to the north on Sunday, and that piece of energy that was responsible for that was in a data sparse area in the Gulf of Alaska. There's no observational points out there. It's like in the middle of nowhere. You get a couple ships run through there every once in a while. Probably this time of year, not too many, considering it's so cold up there. You get a lot of ice and things like that to negotiate through. So there's not a lot of data up there to collect. Once the energy got on land into British Columbia last evening, we're starting to get some data sampling and some observational data that was then ingested into the model. So the models were starting to adjust to that once that energy came on land, and because of that, it started shifting everything a little bit northwest, and because it has the ability to judge the speed of the northern stream, which is critical to this development of this system here and how far north it comes. So the more this digs here, this northern stream energy, which is sitting out here, and here's your low. It's a very broad low at this point, which is low down here. The more this trough digs here, the higher the heights are on the East Coast, and the further north this comes. Okay, so that's basically the general idea of what's going on here and why this thing came northwest. Now, this is the latest GFS run this evening, and it does bring accumulating snow to parts of our region, the highest concentration of which is going to be the southeastern areas of our region this time. So this is good news for those of you that got buried up here and really don't need any more snow because there's really nowhere to put it. If you're sitting here in the Lehigh Valley, I know you might be a snow lover and say, oh yeah, bring it on. But in truth be told, most of us are saying, we don't want any more. We have enough. Same thing across northern Jersey. You probably can't take too much more. There's really nowhere to put this snow. So if the areas further southeast that did not benefit from the last storm as much, or many storms at all this year, to be quite honest, might see the most snow out of this. And I think this is a pretty good, plausible idea with this coming a little bit further north and west, but not so far northwest that most of the region is buried under heavy snow. So we'll see how that plays out in the coming days. And there could be shifts northwest or even southeast with this just yet. But I think there is a better chance for, if you're living in the southeastern areas from Philadelphia, like I-95 area, maybe points southeast, those are probably have a better chance of getting some decent accumulating snow out of this. So I want to move this the 3 kilometer NAM ahead here just so you can see what this is doing at the max range as we get into very late Saturday night, and this is like maybe wee hours in the morning. You have some snow coming into the region here, and it does get into the interior, but the heaviest is right down here. This runs out of range here. Okay, well, your heaviest is right down here, and this up here is just light to moderate snow. So what the NAM does here in the snow map, as I pull this forward, is it does get some accumulating snow, in parts of southeast PA, even east central Pennsylvania, but your cutoff is kind of like right here, all right? And your heaviest axis, it might not be these amounts here, but they're the heaviest axis, which would be across Delaware and South Jersey. These are the areas, if you're a snow lover living down here, you're saying you need this, okay? You don't need this up here, all right? So this might be something that is just going to be focused in our southeast areas this time. Again, we'll watch for changes, not definitive. This could still shift a little bit northwest or southeast. So we'll monitor this over the next 24 to 36 hours. We probably will have a first map call out later on Friday afternoon. Then we'll adjust as needed on Saturday afternoon for any updates that are needed for this system here. But there could be some accumulating snow back into parts of the interior, just not a ton. So we can probably deal with 1 to 3 or something up here in the Lehigh Valley, northern New Jersey. That's fine. We start getting into this stuff here, nowhere to put it. Okay, so that's what the NAM's take is, and most guidance is kind of trending toward this idea. So we'll see how this goes. All right, but that's the Sunday system. The good news is most guidance keeps this pulls this out early afternoon on Sunday. So if you have evenings for the Super Bowl, here's the Super Bowl time frame right here. Maybe it's a leftover snow shower or something like that, but it looks like most of it's done by then. So as Tom Brady's throwing his first touchdown pass here, you should be okay. All right, so those events should go on. Now as we get into early next week, here's a look at Monday. We go back to partly cloudy skies. Now Tuesday is a little interesting in the GFS. It has a few snow showers rotating through the region. And it's not a real big deal. It's kind of a sheared out wave here. And then it has a little bit more robust system coming in here on Wednesday. The European model is not doing that, though. It just has one system on Tuesday, and it's a rain snow showers type deal. I don't think this is going to be as warm as the European model is indicating. And it's a rather weak wave. It doesn't look like a big thing. So we have rain or snow showers in the forecast for Tuesday in our local forecast, and then back to partly cloudy on Wednesday and Thursday as of now. But we'll monitor that period closely because there's a couple different energy pieces in here. Here's another one. We just have to watch these different energy pieces and see what they do for middle of the week. But right now it doesn't look like a big deal. We will update you on all future events that we have coming forward, not only this weekend, not only the middle of next week, but we have another storm signal the following weekend that we might have to talk about here in today's, actually we are going to talk about it in today's long-range update, and an additional one after that, kind of right around maybe the 17th, 18th. So I'll identify all those signals in today's long-range update, but we have a busy time ahead with several signals in the pipeline. Doesn't mean everyone's going to hit, but one of them can, so, any one of them can, so we'll continue to monitor those going forward. I'm EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Marchus. That is your outlook for February 5th, 2021. Have a great Friday.